We went over to Michael's, the art store, to buy some more paints and pen and ink, and because the kids paint almost every day. And then I went to Michael's, and I walked over afterwards. My wife was home, but I took the kids out myself, and I went and got them food and sat down at Jason's Deli, and every person, including people behind the counter, were wearing UT football jerseys, which is fine. But they've had their tribalism. They've had their rah-rah. You got that rah-rah instinct to defend your freedom. But they take it and misappropriate. If I could get people to wear shirts with the Bill of Rights on it, if I could get it to be as exciting to stand up against tyranny, that's your whole future. That's your job. That's your children. That's a government trying to make you take shots. I like football as much as the next person. But how can I morally just sit around 3-4 nights a week watching sports while my whole country and the whole world falls to the hands of the New World Order? Let's take some calls, and we'll go through the entire chronology and finish other areas we haven't hit on Friday with Lindsey Williams at high noon, second hour here on the show. But before we go to David, Eric, Jim, Matt, and Jim, we're going to keep you to 5 minutes into the next hour. Then David Ray Griffin's joining us. Before we do that, Lindsey, because you haven't plugged this yet, and I want you to. I know as soon as you learned this last week, you ran in, hired a studio, did a 3-DVD set laying out this whole thing, and you talk about your other videos being dorky. Well, speak for yourself. Your presentation on what was going to happen with oil was seen tens of millions of times, and that's why you got death threatened over it by these people, and then that was a blessing. You learned all this other info. So I think people should call the toll-free number and get this new 3-DVD set you're just now putting out, just now available. Give people the toll-free number to get it.
The toll-free number is a new toll-free number, 888-799-6111. Now, we have 7 operators standing by right now. I called them this morning. We had marvelous response on yesterday. Folks, 6 DVDs. Yes, my 3 new ones. Nothing from the past. You're not getting anything you've ever gotten from me before. All of this is brand new. I'm giving you 3 DVDs as a gift. You purchased my 3 DVDs I made last week in studio, professionally done, numerous cameras, beautiful full-color cover on the outside of our program. I mean, you've never seen us do anything this professionally. The number is toll-free, new number, 888-799-6111. I beg of you, copy these DVDs. They are not copywritten. I plead with you, get millions of them out. Give it every place you can. Again, the toll-free number, 888-799-6111. Thank you.
And we'll give it out again right before you leave. Okay, let's go to calls. David in Florida. David, you're on the air.
Yeah, Alex, how you doing? And how you doing, Lindsey?
Hi,
I got
David.
a question. I got a question for you about Obama. If the elite that you know aren't in control of him, and Alex has done the Obama deception and the fall of the Republic, who is in control of Obama? And I have one more question after you answer that.
Obama is totally out of control. And I was told by this individual just days ago that they've got problems with Obama. Now, I cannot say what he told me, and I'm sorry. You'll just have to forgive me. But there's one expression that he made that I can't use, but I'll tell you this. If I was Obama, I'd be shaking in my shoes right now because he's so proud, haughty, arrogant. He bucks them, and he will not get by with too much more before they take some action. And they are displeased with some of the things that Obama's doing, even though he's going along with some of their skullduggery. Yet, on the other hand, this man is in trouble because they wanted McCain, and now Obama is
all right, let me just say this. Let me just say this. There's 2 major power blocks in the New World Order, and they're all intermarried and interwoven. He got 4 times the Wall Street money McCain did. I think that's the certification that they knew he was going to win because of where he was in the polls. He's bringing in the carbon tax, the division. He's bringing it all in. And, Lindsey, I'm not poo-pooing your info. It's turned out to be very accurate in the past. But there are different power blocks. This guy's almost 90 years old. He's talking to people. No doubt there are large parts of the power block that are angry at him. But I think all the evidence is Obama is establishment. They could do something to him as part of their false flag to bring in tyranny and race riots and division. And remember in the past, he's changed what he said to you before, And it's very sophisticated what these guys say. But I'll get your take on that when we come back. But my point is, Obama is being used as the image to sell wider wars, tyranny, all this stuff. And so that's why Obama is the lure we use to get people to find out about the New World Order. They think they're getting an Obama film, and it is somewhat about him, but it's really about the whole power structure and who the banks are and how to stop them. That's what the films do. We'll be right back.
Friends,
I am a Midwest farmer. I make a living off the land.
2 more segments left with Lindsey Williams. Then we got another guest coming up. He'll be back with us Friday, 12 noon. Lindsey, you heard my points just now before the break. Obama got 4 times the Wall Street money of McCain. They said it, the media said he was like a god. It was going to save us all. He's been given the Nobel Peace Prize. I'm not disagreeing with you. I mean, I believe you were told these things. Your predictions that you were given were accurate in the past. It mirrors what we got from inside Bilderberg. But Obama, McCain, they own both these guys. I mean, what are you saying? What are they saying?
John F. Kennedy. I touched this very cautiously. John F. Kennedy was quite a patriotic American. He did most everything that they wanted back in those days. But John F. Kennedy touched one sore spot, the Federal Reserve, and was going to tell the whole story when he got to Texas. And as a result, you know what happened to him. Now, Obama is touching a few spots that they don't like. Yes, I agree with you. He's doing almost everything that they want. Both of them were their man, so to speak.
Are they just racist, maybe deep down, and they want to crush him?
No, not necessarily. These people are not racist at all. Quite to the contrary. I won't get into that subject right now, but no, they're not racist at all. It's just that he's touching a few points that they don't necessarily like.
I mean, he told you this. So you're just reporting what he said. Let's take another call then. Let's talk to Eric in Pennsylvania. You're on the air, Eric.
Hey, Lindsey. Hey, Alex.
Hi, Eric.
Hey, Lindsey Williams, your website's really cool, man. I checked it out a few months ago. You got a lot of good info on there.
Well, thank you. You know, they made me close down my official website back 2 years ago. And they said, you either do that or we're going to take action against you. But, yeah.
Eric, do you have any quick questions?
Yeah, absolutely, I do. I was watching a Jordan Maxwell interview last week, and he was talking about how the Vatican runs the whole global government thing. Now, with all your meetings with the elites behind the scenes, have you ever heard this before? Do you agree with that?
No.
Okay, thank you, Eric. Hold on.
I've not heard that subject at all. We did not go into that with the gentleman the other day. He touched on the Satan's Messiah, or Devil's Messiah, he called it, but it didn't deal with that subject at all.
Yeah, I just want to be clear. The Vatican's called for New World Order. The Protestant leaders are pushing it. Pat Robertson's saying you can't stand against Obama. He's of the Lord. People get confused. All these major nations are controlled by the New World Order, and I would say the city of the Vatican is as well. So absolutely, but the establishment plays people off against each other with different pieces of the New World Order. This is an international financial elite that control the purse strings of the planet, and that's their main power structure. Lindsey?
Yes, the name of the game is control. It's not paper. It's gold and silver. And these people, some of them that I met when I was on the Trans-Alaska Oil Pipeline could write a check for $1 million every day the rest of their life and never spend all their money. The name of the game is control. Control of masses of people, manipulation of nations, currencies.
Because if you have control, you can just make yourself $100 trillion and have the slaves pay for it if you want.
Sure, and you paid for it. You gave them $2.5 trillion in the last 2 months of the Bush administration. They love you. They're laughing at you. I mean, this actually was brought out in this conversation. The elite are laughing at you, stupid Americans. I mean, it's time for you to sit up and take notice. These people think that you're totally dumb. You aren't. You've got plenty of sense. Now get up and do something about it.
We have to get past all the media hype and the sports and the entertainment and the celebrities and get down to real issues. An international private banking cartel is engaged in a Ponzi scheme overthrow of the U.S. The Ponzi scheme has been to destroy the United States.